This is Project 5B. The purpose of the spreadsheet is to better organize the financial records of the Ring Farm. I completed the case problem by following instructions in the textbook. I first created the documentation page, and then I copied the expenditures spreadsheet and then renamed them. And then in spreadsheet Q5, I sort the checkbook table to ascending order by category, and then by pay, and then by the day paid. And in Q6, I filtered the date and a category. And in Q7, I use the text filters option. Use the text filters option to show the fields that only contain VAT. And in Q8 spreadsheet, I use the conditional formatting to apply a yellow fill with dark yellow text to all the outstanding checks. And in spreadsheet Q9, I use the subtotal option to subtotal all to calculate all the amounts for each categories. And then the next spreadsheet, I inserted a pivot table and a chart. The table summarizes expenditures by category and month. And in spreadsheet Q12, I also inserted a pivot table, and then with the instruction and textbook, to complete this Excel assignment, I did not use any formula due to there's no calculation needed. However, a feature that I learned that was very helpful in the project was how to create a pivot table and a pivot chart. A pivot table or chart allows users to organize a group of a large amount of detailed data into a dynamic chart and can change the view of it very quickly, which is time efficient and very convenient. And as I stated on the document sheet, a pivot chart is a visual representation of a pivot table. That's the difference between them. Since this exercise contains a large amount of detailed data, creating pivot tables and pivot charts in this exercise helps with organizing and summarizing the large amount of detailed data and provides a clear and convenient view of the information. I would not have been able to access the data faster if I had searched for the data in separate tables through a formula. Pivot table and pivot chart organize data and group them together, thus we don't have to look for the data with a bunch of formulas, which saves us time and effort. And this is a presentation for Excel Project 5B.